They want the crow on there?
Huh? Oh, you never know.
Naked Asian.
The crow, the Asian, and Toki. The crow and the Asian, that'd be a good.
That's a catchy name, Crow and the Asian.
I might have to. I'll talk to some people.
Does that make it crow Asian?
Can we be like the sideshow of your sideshow?
Yeah, well, that's
so we'll commentate his one.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
The way Luke analysed that, no good.
Welcome to the jungle with Toki and the Crow.
Got your head nod. Got your head nod. I'm deadly when I pull the pin out.
Okay, so episode 9.
I think it's 8.
No, it's 9, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Episode 9. Welcome to the jungle. This is our. We have what are we doing again?
I don't know what I'm doing. Like, what is this?
Hey, we haven't interviewed you. We haven't introduced you yet. You need to be quiet.
This is like when I tried to run the show.
Last week I got Ben to run the intro.
Train wreck.
Didn't go well.
Yeah.
You can see you got a bit sweaty.
It's gone so much better when you're here, isn't it?
It's going well, yeah.
Well, welcome to the jungle, episode 9. We have myself, the Crow.
Yes.
And we have a very special guest on today.
We do.
Are we going to do a crow? We're going to do.
Well, you can throw it to me, and I'll tell you what's been going on.
The Daily Crow.
The Daily Crow.
Now watch this drive.
I am the number one. Hold up. Yo, what did my boy just say?
You know what really grinds my gears?
Your whole shit is fucked up.
I'm asking you for the answer. It's a question.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Can somebody please rewind that?
The Daily Crow.
Yes! That's awesome!
Yeah, all right. What's the Daily Crow?
Well, I'm happy this week, Luke. I'm happy. I got nothing to complain about. It's been, how long since I saw you? Maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks or something?
It's been a while.
Everything's been positive. Maybe people are listening to the podcast and being like, shit, there's the Crow. I better fucking get my shit in line here, you know what I mean? So maybe whinging about this stuff is starting to pay off. So I'm happy. I got nothing to whinge about today.
Okay, so...
But we should still play that intro before this comes on. Yeah, because I worked hard on that.
So you're telling me you think that actually the public is listening,
yes,
and they know that they don't want to be a part of the Daily Crow. They don't want to be whinged about. So
they don't want to get towed up. No,
they don't want to get towed up.
That's right. You know,
we'll keep it up then. Hopefully, well, you never know, because you've now missed the Daily Crow. People might start relaxing again and start giving you the shits.
Yeah, well, shit. The warning's out there. Just listen. Don't do the things that annoy me, and we're happy. And you get a happy crow. We need some extra happy crows in this week's thing, Brian.
All right, so no Daily Crow this week.
No, there is a Daily Crow. It's just happy.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we do have a happy Daily Crow. Here we go.
What we got today?
Okay, so now I would like to welcome a guy who I've had the pleasure of knowing for a few years now. He was the weird kid in school.
What are you doing?
It's like his 21st.
I know where you've got that from.
Who was grown
I was wondering why you're reading it out.
Who has grown up to be the weird adult. He starred in Kill Bill as the son of Pi. He has the title for the most sexually pleasing, hero-dominant intro video Australian Survivor and arguably Survivor franchise has ever seen. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, I would like to introduce Mr. Miyagi's son, Jarrad Seng.
Mark Miyagi.
Michael Miyagi.
Welcome, Jarrad.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, you came down, brother. Oh, my man.
I was wondering where that was going and why you're reading that.
Yeah,
out.
I put a lot of effort in that.
Well, the first bit, that was from my actual Survivor bio, so I thought you were reading that whole thing. and then I don't know where it went after that.
Yeah, so I did a bit of research on it. I remember you sitting there going, I was the weird kid in school. I was like, I got to use that.
Was that in the intro video, was it?
Yeah.
That was in, you have to write.
Yeah.
You have to write all this stuff and send it off, and then that what you've written starts appearing in all the articles.
It's like the early
Jarrad
stages.
describes himself as the weird kid. Oh, man.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I wish I didn't say that stuff now. That was for Survivor. That was to get me on.
Yeah, it's to get us up.
Bro, so when I said I was getting you on the show, Ben obviously is like new to Survivor. I don't even know if you watched.
I've watched a couple of episodes. I watched.
What about the first season?
I reckon I watched.
Like, does he?
I know who you are for sure. I know. My missus knows who you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's the Survivor fan.
Oh, nice.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't watch a lot. Haven't watched a lot of it. I've watched a bit. My homie's on there and whatnot. So, but she knows you.
Yeah. So anyway,
I know your face.
so what happened was when I wrote your name, because I hadn't referenced Survivor or something, and it just wrote Jarrad's coming on. Ben asked who, and I was like, and then Brian said, "Oh, that's the winner of Survivor," and I said, "Brian, that was Jerry." And so obviously Brian must think all Asians look the same or something.
Right, it's all coming out now. I was starting to like this guy, and then you just leave halfway through recording. I hear this stuff. Man, all right. I don't know what
you've been stitched up in here.
I've been stitched up.
There's a guy profile, and there's a guy that doesn't know anything.
What is this?
And there's some guy writing all
really
these jokes.
starting to doubt whether this is a podcast or the 80s music's going to come on.
It's not even recording.
This is very much what I imagine a porn set to look like.
It's punked.
And we'd like to introduce.
So Jarrad, welcome to. All right, take your pants
this
off.
Isn't a podcast; it's an audition, Jarrad.
I mean,
but
it is fairly dodgy.
There's no more reality TV for you.
Yeah.
This is going to end it.
Yeah. Oh no, maybe this could escalate it. Might get a new deal out of this.
Would you ever do would you ever do another reality?
I don't think. I mean, Survivor's the only one.
That's kind of
something like Amazing Race would be pretty.
Yeah, I think.
Awesome. But like something like that where it's an actual competition. I'm very competitive, so I'm interested in all that.
Yeah, I reckon you would actually do well in another one. I think that like even what we're talking about with AK and stuff, and we were saying how you were one of the, you probably could have played a different game, or if say for instance, one of my questions was, say for instance we battled it out and it was me and you at that vote out, you got voted out, and then next minute I went on. How do you reckon it would have changed if you stayed on and I got voted out?
Oh man, how would it have changed?
Like, did you?
I don't know, man.
You never know, eh?
You never know. I've thought through like quite a few different scenarios. I'd be hated by Australia if I was responsible for you going. But you never really, because we'd only just met like the day before. So I reckon if we had more time to talk, and I reckon we would have been on the same page.
The day before what? You got voted out?
Yeah, because it was just after the merge. So like we were on separate teams.
Oh, right.
Suddenly, like you just meet all these new people, and you don't really know. You don't know what they've done.
What position did you come?
I was the first on the jury, so that's like 12. Yeah.
Well, you were seventh.
The way I see it is because now I've known you for a while.
Yeah.
And because you are someone that likes to create content, you're massive creating content. That's what you do. You are a machine in that. And I feel like if you played again, you would maybe be more inclined to be very active and create more content earlier on.
Yeah, I think so.
I
think so. It's such a tough one.
What is that called? Shit stirrer. So that's what I feel like. I reckon.
I mean, that's definitely my natural state of being.
Exactly.
It just changes completely when you're out there because I can play the calculating side of it like very well.
Yeah.
So sometimes, as you start going on in the game and like, wow, like actually this is working. I'm actually like in the best position I could ask for. Why do that stupid shit that I had in mind? There's a lot of like dumb stuff that could have happened, but it's like, why mess it up? Like it's going well.
Yeah.
And that's always like playing in your mind. Like this could be really good for TV right now, but it could really just mess me up and I could lose $500,000. So
yeah, if you made that
weird conflict.
If you did try to make a crazy move for just making a crazy move and then you got voted out, you'd be like, oh, well, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you regret
exactly.
that.
Yeah, exactly. In my head, I mean, I didn't really have an idea that I was going when I did. So in my head, like all that silly stuff could come later. I just needed to like kind of get myself to that spot.
How much money does 12th win?
0.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have been messing with that either. Yeah. Probably want to stick around for a bit longer.
The money's at 4th. That's where it's at.
Where'd you come?
4th.
Did you come 4th?
I didn't know what you meant, but okay.
No, the first season.
This season.
What'd you come first season?
Yeah, well, it's 1st or 4th.
I've asked this question like 3 times.
Yeah.
In yours first season you were on, what'd you come?
7th.
Oh, so no money.
I think he's missed the joke.
Yeah. It's it was just one of those things that I thought about, and I was like, because it felt like near the end of, or say midway, we started getting real jabby on the sidelines, and we were real trying to like get involved. But I was never on your camp, so. To just know you now, I just feel like you would potentially be, you could make definitely like some good TV. Like you would be more of a shit stirring if you, because the way I look at it is that you can get eliminated at the start or middle and play that game, play that very, like I'm safe, I'm good, I don't need to make risk, and then you go and you're out and you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Damn, I should have like just done something crazy then. You know? But then it's hard to.
It's hard, and it's not that black and white. Like in my head, there was a lot of stuff I was doing. It's not as if I, wasn't doing stuff. It just wasn't stupid stuff. But there was still a lot of clever things going on. So yeah.
What is did you have any regrets? Like afterwards? Because I don't think I've even
I mean, there's a lot of like just strategy regrets.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get too much into Survivor specifics because half the people won't know what it is. But on that vote out, where I got voted out, that was a bit of a weird one for me. And I think looking back, because everyone just wanted to vote you out from my tribe, and that was the plan. And if I hadn't resisted that, then you would have got voted out. But because I hated Henry so much, I was like, guys, let's not vote out Luke. Like, I went to my crew and I was like, they all want to go for Luke. Let's get out Henry. Yeah. Let's shock everyone and get Henry out instead of Luke. And then that got resisted, and then Henry heard about that, and that's why I went.
Do you still hate him?
No, we're pretty good mates now. I still hate him, but yeah.
With that though, like, how do you know? Because there's all the scheming and whatnot going on before the vote out. How do you know that all the people that you've made a deal with are sticking to it? Like, it would have to be still random at the vote out.
Yeah, you don't.
Well, that's the
so
game.
All this work and you still...
That's the game. And that's why it's interesting, because it is people making deals, and it's like, have you trusted the right person, or are you getting played? So that's the constant
And with
dynamic.
the strategy... Do you get to go in to that game at the very start with a strategy, or do you have to make it up on the spot when you're in there? Like, is there any way to...
Like, I mean, you can go in with like an overall plan of like what you want to do.
Like, how long do you know the other people in it before you go on there?
You don't.
You don't. So
I didn't read
So I knew Sarah.
It's funny. It's funny. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Not
well, but like, I knew.
But you never landed together in that way.
No, and I kind of reckon it was because of that.
Strange. I wonder if
because I had a green shirt on.
Yeah.
As my main shirt.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, because we noticed each other.
So you might have landed on...
I might have been...
Holy
it might have been
shit.
me, Sanger, and Sarah.
I don't think I would want to have a main shirt. I'd want to have a different colour shirt all the time, to be...
No, different.
Well, you don't have luxury of choice.
So you'd have to say, if you're the green team, I'm the purple team.
Oh, they gave you the green shirt. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to break away from Survivor for 2 seconds. Now, about your growing up, brother. This is what I want to know. So what temple in China did you grow up in? Nah, just joking. Hey, so did you grow up in Newman? Were you born in Newman?
No, I was born in Newman.
You were born in Newman?
Yeah.
I don't even think they like to have kids in Newman. Because obviously the hospital's so shit.
Yeah, that's why I turned out this way.
Well, how would they not have kids in Newman? If no one had kids in Newman, there'd be no population eventually.
No, like as in no, because they don't like to have because there's services if there's emergency surgery or something or cesarean or something. I just don't think if they because I've lived up there now I lived up there for 3 years. They don't like you to if you're pregnant to go home, go back to the Perth or go to Port Hedland.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So how's this?
Maybe they didn't tell your family.
Took a risk.
Yeah, we'll take a risk.
50-50.
Your mum's a gambling woman.
That's where it's come from. But I don't remember anything about Newman. I think straight away.
I thought you were going to say you don't remember anything about being born.
Yeah, it's hazy details. Don't remember too
Slippery,
much.
but...
Bro, that's crazy because you know it's funny. So when I was in Newman, I actually did some volunteer ambulance officering. All right, so I signed up just to help for the ambulance officer. Now I don't know no first aid. I don't know nothing. They gave me a torch and I just helped. I was just like hands on.
You were like the assistant.
Yeah, I was like assistant. So they needed
torch.
Man, I don't know if you just turned up. I was like,
just blood covered.
You just have is that all you're allowed to torch?
Well, there's no.
So I don't know if you've ever done, ever know anyone that's ever stepped up to try to be a volunteer ambulance officer, but it's a very hard job. It's like you have to dedicate 12 hours of your time to. So I would work say 6 to 6 that night shift. But what you would do is they give you a phone. You'd go home, put that phone on your desk. If it rings, you have I'm talking 5 minutes to get to the ambulance station or whatever it's called.
Hospital.
Not hospital. No, there's all the ambulances kept with the fight. Yeah. So and they have different. So it's like a group chat. So as soon as you answer the phone, there'll be like 2 or 3 people on there. And
do they have in the group chat? Is there people sending emojis of ambulances? And
no, it's a phone call.
Yeah.
So it's rings and it's a phone call. Next minute you're on the phone with potentially well, you're on the phone to not even dispatch. Yeah, dispatch. Sorry, and
Brian, just do the editing.
And the paramedic or whatever, and they will tell you that it's say for instance a Cat 1 or Cat 2, Cat 3. It's a heart murmur. Certain things fall in different cats. So if you say someone has a heart condition, feels like they have a heart attack, you have a quicker time limit to get to the ambulance because you need to get in that ambulance and make it to the destination. So instantly you have to chuck on your overalls, boom, and then you've got to jump in your car, head down there, then potentially 1 or 2 of them would be there before you. They're getting the ambulance ready, you jump in the ambulance, you go to the address straight away. So you have a reaction time of say 10 minutes to be at this place, at their house, And I just know one of the things because, we would go over to an Aboriginal community, Aboriginal community, we would go over there late at night and stuff, and sometimes it's just... if there's a violent domestic, or they might say that there's that someone's having a heart attack, you go there and it's not. It's like they've called purely for it's a domestic and a fight. Cops would come in with you. Next minute you would find a scene with someone that's injured or someone that's hurt. Yeah. Same thing, but anyways, what I was saying was you'd go to the hospital and one of the ladies or a person had a miscarriage. And or a stillbirth even might have been, and the baby was in an esky. So the woman
that actually happened.
Yeah. Because they have to keep the fetus or the baby or whatever, and so you're sitting there speaking to people that are that are now in Newman and they have to get transferred to Port Hedland because that's the closest hospital that can actually deal with certain issues.
You wouldn't,
and that's why they try to advise people to not have if you're going to have a baby in Newman, as soon as you get to an 8-week period or 7-week period, that you should leave Newman. So that's what I say, man. Your mum's a gambling woman.
You wouldn't want to leave that. You wouldn't want to mix that esky up with your beers, eh?
Oh man.
Was he gonna see my Eagle Bays?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and it was it's hectic, man. It's hectic. It was a. And, so you volunteer. So you got, say, for instance, I don't know how many days off. You work quite a bit. Myself, I don't know, you do as well. So, when you get days off, if you're going to volunteer like that, you could sometimes, because it's so busy, start your shift at 6. The phone call, you get the phone, you're like, hopefully it's quiet night. It rings at 6, you're off. Yeah. Next minute, it rings at 9. You just one time I got back, so I'd been out from 6 to like 11 o'clock at night. I'm exhausted. I just want to get home.
Why were you volunteering?
Because I'm just a good guy.
He was a good guy.
No, I just want to try. I just want to see how, like, just.
I understand.
I'm in
that.
Newman.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do in Newman.
Yeah.
So I kind of got involved in as much as possible because I just thought it would be good for me to. I commend. Like I have this weird deep appreciation for volunteers, paramedics, all that type of stuff because they rely on volunteers to help in everywhere. Like that would actually get you to come if you're serious and you do volunteer for a while. They'll actually fly you to Perth and you can do the Northbridge Saturday nights.
Ooh,
yeah.
Well, I'd rather cause the trouble than fix the trouble in Northbridge.
Yeah, so it's hectic. It's hectic, and so that
but
was
your job would be flexible. Like you wouldn't have to go to work on time if you'd been out all night fixing people.
Well, that's where you have to do it in your own time. Volunteering is that's what I'm saying. So one night I get home at about 11, whatever. I legit take my overalls off. I jump into bed with Mrs. and I was like, oh, finally. Put the phone on the thing. I swear I was laying down for about 5 minutes and then it was bring, bring.
Yeah.
Bro, phone, overalls on. I got 5 minutes to be back at that station. I was like, you're taking the piss.
I'd sleep in the overalls.
Like,
Time.
Just have them on underneath at all times. So you Superman.
I did it for about 3 or 4 months. And, but, I wouldn't say I worked for 4 months. I worked, say, I don't know. I probably did about 10 to 15 shifts or whatever. But, it was hectic, some of the stuff you would see. And I'm not even, I have nothing to do with nothing, like, when it comes to first aid and stuff. But what they have to do everything, you record, you have to record people's, condition as you transfer them to the hospital, to the airplanes, to the Royal Perth. They move you around. It's sick. It's actually a bit of a cool one. But imagine doing like Northbridge or something, man. Hectic. So that's why I asked about you being born in Newman. I just can't believe
that has all just come from there.
Yeah. I just can't believe that.
Luke had this whole life in Newman.
So sick.
How long did you live in Newman for then?
Probably like 2 months. So I don't know anything about Newman. I went down to we went down to Mandurah straight as soon as I was
Meth City.
Yeah, straight away.
Straight from Newman. Like rolled the dice with you at the hospital and then took you to Meth City. And that's what I can't believe because really, how the hell did you even turn out all right? You know what I mean?
Well, when I can't remember how I found out on the show, but I think when Ben came across, he was like, oh yeah, because he's from Perth too. He was like, yeah, Luke's from Rockingham. And I was like, what? Rockingham and Mandurah have this kind of
it's like
connection,
what is that?
In the same boat.
They have Springfield and what's the other?
North Haverbrook? No, that's where the monorail is. What's Springfield?
Shelbyville.
Yeah, Shelbyville. Yeah. That's the difference with Mandurah and Rockingham.
But people say the same jokes about Mandurah as Rockingham.
Mandurah, I reckon, is a tad worse.
How good's that Simpsons where they have the battle with Shelbyville and the guy eats the lemon? Do you know that one? And his whole face turns inside out. Oh, come on. I think
I do. I think I do.
I thought we were leading into Simpsons talk there.
Yeah. So
I'll back it.
I'll back out of that conversation. So Mandurah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you've got is your mum Malaysian?
Chinese. Born on Christmas Island.
Mandurah Asian.
Christmas Island. That's crazy as well. That's hectic, bro. And you got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, 3 sisters.
3 sisters.
Yeah, we all grew up in Mandurah.
Yeah, that's hectic. Yeah, so it's
why are you so blown away by Mandurah? A lot of people live there.
No, it's just the story. Like to live in Newman for 2 months. You know what I mean?
I lived in Warrigal in Victoria, and then now I live in Fremantle. Does that blow your mind?
Hell no.
Anyway.
And obviously, how the hell did you go from, you went from Mandurah, how did you not turn into a drug dealer? Like, how, that's,
Because I was the weird Asian kid. No, I mean, I moved straight up to Perth like as soon as school finished.
I like how you've got to answer this like a legitimate question. This is why I didn't become a drug dealer. Tell us.
The listeners will be like,
take notes.
Because obviously there's probably a lot of drug dealers trying to get out of Mandurah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're painting Mandurah with a very...
Go to school.
Yeah, no.
Do well.
Because we're rocking him.
We cut him off. We got to listen to what happened.
Yeah.
About how I didn't become a drug dealer. Finished school, did good at school, went to Perth, went to university. That's basically that's why I didn't become a drug dealer.
So, but do you go to year 12, and then you went and studied uni?
Yeah. So I was very good at school. It was so I went straight from that, and then because I did so well at school,
what was your end of school?
99.
Jesus.
Point.
Ooh, points.
6.
My sister got 94 and I thought she was pretty smart.
That's a TE.
Yeah.
You got 90.
Smashed it, man.
90,
Yeah.
96.
I got a few awards. Like,
so you could.
You wouldn't think it looking at me now, but there's the highest score in English was something that I won, and I had to go and get all these awards and everything.
Did you?
So because of all that, there was this when I had to decide what to do at uni. I just thought I'll just do the hardest thing because that's what I should do. So I went into law school for a year, and that's where it kind of just all went downhill because I hated it. And then just hated uni, hated everything, and just got really dumb after that.
What uni did you go to?
UWA.
Oh, yeah.
So you could have become a lawyer.
I did 1 year of law school, so in a parallel universe, I'd be a lawyer right now. And can you imagine what kind of... I don't think I would become one because I don't who's to say.
Yeah,
looking at my my personality and strengths now, it's like you can look at it and say there's no way you could be a lawyer. But that's as a result of my career in photography and travel and doing all these things. If I didn't do all that stuff and I just kept on this same path, I probably would. It's very likely I just be a lawyer and not be as crazy as I am.
But you just
now.
chose it because it was the hardest thing to do.
Pretty much. And you when you watch, you don't have anything to base it off apart from TV. And we're around the same age. So on TV then was The Practice, Law and Order, they just look Boston legal.
Just reeling off some classics there.
But they just look so cool. The
was
lawyers
Boston?
there.
Remember Boston Legal?
Yeah.
And there was Boston Public, the school one. Were they married up as a duo show?
I don't remember.
One was
the
about
public
school
one.
and one was about.
Maybe.
Yeah, you never watched it, did you?
No, I was out chasing chicks.
You watch the most TV out of all of us, I think.
Yeah, I do.
But it just looks so cool. You're cool. That's what a lawyer is. Okay, I'll do that. And plus, it's I've got the marks to get into it, so I might as well. So that was the reasoning. So didn't really think about it.
What did your parents? Did your parents want you to keep following the lawyer side? And then what did they? How did they react when you said, "Oh, I'm going to come"?
This is one of those art kids that went into art stories, isn't it? After she took a gamble on birthing you in Newman.
Yeah, they'll say, "Maybe the gamble paid off." Maybe not. So first I just quit law to study arts and commerce. So not going to be a lawyer, but still all right, still heading somewhere good. And then eventually it was no, I'm just going to leave uni and do photography. But my parents are actually pretty cool about it. Yeah. I think they're you sure you know what you're doing?
A lot of parents...
I'm pretty independent.
A lot of parents aren't, though. There's a lot of pressure on kids to do some shit that they don't even want to do. Just to...
Asian parents, pretty hard. But no, mine were pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Obviously, making sure that I thought it through, but I'm pretty stubborn, so I don't... It's not like I would change my mind,
My mum left me up to my own devices as well, and shit, look at me. I'm running a podcast with Luke off Survivor.
Bloody, you've hit your stride in mining game?
Yeah, things are looking up.
Yeah.
Everything always turns out.
It does. I feel like it does if you're just try your hardest.
Can we put some sad music over this?
No, I think that's some bullshit. Trying your hardest is some bullshit.
Nah, but I know. Yeah, sometimes you do. It's sometimes luck. I think sometimes as well. But and persistence. I swear, I know a few people that have been in the game longer than me in the mining game, but just they have not made it to anywhere because they constantly fuck up. They fuck up like
in what way?
Yeah, in ways where not rocking up to work, just not having like a say for instance when you do something wrong. Like, say, for instance, I'm working for you and, you know, I'm good, but then I stuff up and I just kind of like, oh, well, it's too bad, too sad. You know, like, I'm not like, oh, sorry, Jarrad, you know, I broke one of your best cameras, you know, like, there's actually no genuinely, that genuine,
but do you find that the mining game, a lot of people think they can get away with a lot of stuff because you don't see a lot of people get fired for shit that they should.
Nah. Well, I think that now, with the mining game, I think
bit tighter now.
Yeah, most of them are the procedures and stuff. They sometimes hands are tied. Doesn't matter how. Like if I'm sitting there and you know we're best mates, but then you stuff up or you break, you like you know decide to you know whatever. There's sometimes I can't save you or whatever. You know your hands are tied to save people. Where back in the day. It used to be like, nah, we'll sweep that under the carpet. Yeah. But if we don't like that other bloke, we'll just get rid of him. You know, it's a bit like it's small business type of mentality. But I feel like now there's too many big players. Where
a lot of snitches.
Yeah, you got to keep like.
I mean, I've done some work, photography work up Woodside.
Oh
yeah,
and just the procedures and how strict everything is. Like, it just
for you to even get on site.
For me to get on site, every bit of camera, battery, everything had to be accounted for. Wasn't allowed to like turn my camera on in certain spots. It was intense, and I was like, but even aside from that, just like it's just a whole new world to me. I just looking at the equipment and all the stuff on site. I just had no idea. I was like, does somebody know? Is there someone actually out there who knows exactly what every bit of machinery does here? Because it was insane. I was at the, I think I was at the can't remember. It was a gas.
It's once you like how many years you been in the mining game there?
12.
12, yeah, so I'm up around that as well. And it's like there's so many different types of machines, but you become an all-rounder.
Yeah.
So it's like
I just couldn't imagine it.
You look at it. I think you've put up some photos with you and all your camera gear, and I'm like, what the hell does that screw on do? That looks like a dildo. That camera.
I know that was sorry.
That was a dildo.
That was a part of it.
Well, he did have a night in the dogger, didn't he?
But just like. You learn, you know, when you how confronting you reckon? You're 18 years old, or how like 18, whatever.
I think I was 20.
Yeah, 20. You get your first job on the mining, so just like you taking photography, but next minute you're rolling up, meeting these people, having to learn how to sample, you know, and you're out doing that, and then you jump in a drill, and you go, oh, I'll teach you how to drill. It's like, holy shit! It's like it looks like there's it's an airplane. There's like buttons.
First day I jumped on a drill, old mate, he goes, so do you know what you're doing? You've been watching them do it for a while. I go, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I had the feed wound rod up on the rod, right? As soon as I put this rod on the ground, this fucking whole drill rig just. He goes, you sure you know what you're doing? I was like, yeah, feed's a little low. Backing off.
Man, that's like with any industry, like so similar with photography as well. So many situations I've been put in where they're like, yeah, you've done this before, right? And yeah.
But you've got to say yes.
Yeah, like, because otherwise how are you going to learn?
That's
unless you're thrown into some random situation.
I reckon you're better off just saying yes and having a crack.
Yeah. As long as it's within reason.
Yeah, I mean, not if it's unsafe, no.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you can get your way around
you can work, if there's just a little bit of extra stuff you have to work out.
Fake it till you make it.
Exactly.
Straight up.
I'm a big advocate of that.
Yeah.
Well, even when you like, so many times in my career I've just
with a camera, you would see all these little buttons and windies and menus and all that. But really deep down to it, there's one you need to learn. And it's the take a photo.
That's it.
Know what I mean? Just that one. You can get that one.
Yeah,
and
I don't know what half the stuff my camera does. I just don't need to know.
Don't want the professionals hearing that. Oh, so what? So you're telling me Jarrad's been working it this whole time?
Yeah.
You just don't need to be a successful photographer or like artist or creative artist in photography. You don't need to know. It's all like the technical stuff is so low down on what you need to know.
But art,
it's all about the vision and
in all
your
fairness,
idea.
You can explain.
Yeah, you say that, but I've seen you do your editing for videos, and you're
His.
Yeah, and he's the way he tells a story through a video. So, like, the idea is if I say to you, like, the other day, we've got this thing with the fishing thing coming out. You already had an idea on this is what it's going to be. We'll tell the story, and then because those are the things you can link up, add together, edit them, and then make the story where instead of just putting one big long shot in, that looks stupid.
That's what I mean. It's like it's about having that idea and vision of like what do you want to do and how's it going to work, and all the technical stuff doesn't matter. Do
you find with art though, you can explain it like you could have painted a picture, right? And someone will look at it and be like, "Oh, that's shit," and you'll be like, "No, it's not shit. See, this is the creation of life over here, and that connects into this." And then they'll be start going, "Ooh," do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Not saying you do that.
No, I'm of this. Like when I walk through some like contemporary art galleries and museums, more often than not.
Yeah.
Like,
Whereas I can't really.
What this
if I'm on a drill and I'm drilling a hole in the wall when it's meant to be in the ground, someone go, I can't really explain that. So you either know what you're doing or you don't in that regard.
But you've got some good. You have like looking at your website. And some of the photos you've got.
Oh, you've been on my website.
Hell
yeah,
part of the
research.
I've been creeping, bro, on you. The last 2 days I've been creeping. I've been finding out a bit of stuff. But your website's good. That's where I feel like you've put the effort and time in. You've taken the good photos. You've travelled everywhere. Yeah. And that like there's some photos on there you could easily buy the prints. Yeah. And that's where it's like, say for instance, you got a nice space, you go buy one of your prints, boy, boom. That's where your talent, like, that's where.
So is this your full-time gig? Is this?
Yeah. So it's photography mainly, but also like film production.
Yep.
And now a big part of what I do is like ambassador stuff as well, where I need to be in front of camera promoting things. So it's probably an even split between those three things now.
So because you're obviously being a photographer, you must hate it every time I pick this paper up, eh?
Yeah, because it always sounds like a serious question.
You got a couple of papers.
And it's some bullshit.
Got a staple in there too.
So
couple of.
Look, because obviously you are one of the best photographers I've ever met, and but I want to know
who else have you met?
Better?
Well, no. I know there's another guy that his name's Michael, which I like. He's another dude who did that.
Shout out to Michael.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's got an exhibition.
Michelangelo.
It's better off for just.
I thought you were going to say yourself.
No, not me.
Because I've snuck you in a few projects.
Yeah, we have. Oh, yeah. I have been a couple of your photographers now.
I know. I had an exhibition. This is pretty fun. I had an exhibition.
Is that the one I came to?
Yeah, I'm not even talking about that one.
Yeah, you might.
I've met you in one time.
Yeah.
Were you there?
Yeah.
I was.
The cat one.
Yeah. See, this is just. I know you, bro. Like
I remember. As well.
My missus done that shit about. I know about you. I go to the art gallery.
You supported me.
Yeah.
I wasn't even talking about that one. I was talking about the exhibition of Down South.
Oh, that's another one.
I had to put together an exhibition of like Southwest imagery, and I needed some more. And so I booked this scenic flight over like Dunsborough and Busselton, and I was like, I had a spare seat, and I was like, Luke, you want to come?
I drove down to Dunsborough.
It was Busselton, and then we flew around yelling up. Gave Luke a camera.
Yeah,
he's just like shooting away out the window.
Right, and then
I see some of this.
Yeah, but I swear he set me up because some of it was blurry, and he was like, "Yeah, it's all set up." And I was like,
"Yeah, but you're meant to like check it every now and then and make sure."
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he goes, "Oh, a lot of them came out blurry," and I was like. You gotta
look at the screen like at least once.
Yeah, it was actually
anyway. There was some good ones in there.
It was great to look at Margaret River and that like through the plane running along the cliffs. Planes doing little side like sitting flight. There on the side so we can like film straight down. Like so we can get like. It was like what was it? It's like we needed to take drone shots but without a drone.
Yeah, I just wanted that bird's eye look straight down. So you got to tilt the... it was Canon.
There
was an exhibition and so I took one of your photos and I blew it out really big, put it on the gallery wall. It was like, Luke Toki.
So you're
an exhibited photographer.
Yeah. Holy shit, I need to update my resume, bro.
That was a good night, actually.
And then he did the cat one. And then I just did the Tower Challenge. God. Oh,
man, you've got a bit of a portfolio going.
Yeah.
You got a camera?
LukeTokiPhotography.com. You're going to start a new Instagram page just for your photography?
I got a Pentax. I got a 2008 Pentax.
Nice.
Yeah, white model.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't got a camera.
Yeah, I don't know how to use it. Oh, there we go. I'll bring it over here. There we go. Look at this.
This podcast is brought to you by
This is my bad boy. See, this
does look like a bit of a 2008 model.
Oh, yeah, it's got no battery. No battery, I think. Wait, let me just.
Nice.
Oh no!
Is it actually from 2008, or was it new?
Probably earlier.
Was it new?
Look at that, boy! Boom, boom.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Look at Byron.
Yeah, I can see on your screen it says no card in camera.
Oh, that's okay.
It's flat now.
That's okay. Yeah. So this is all right. Can you tell me what this does?
What?
Oh shit!
That's to put a flash on top.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, because I wondered what that was.
I thought of a new.
Or it's like a holder if you want to put a microphone.
I think I just thought of a new segment, like bring some cool shit in and we'll talk about it.
Cool shit.
Yeah.
Well,
you should then start doing reviews of just like really obscure.
We've got our little bird box. Maybe the next
new segment, bring some cool shit in.
Maybe this will represent Jarrad being here.
Yes.
Boom.
Oh,
we'll just keep adding to the table. How about that? So every time we get a guest, we kind of add to the table.
I don't mind that. Maybe we should get a lock of his hair.
Funny, so I've got one ready. I don't know if I told you this, but like
you've got one ready.
I do have one ready at home. When I got voted out, I went to Jury Villa.
Okay.
Had my first shower and hair wash after 40 days or whatever.
Yeah.
I brushed my hair and all the hair came out, and I've kept
Holy
that
shit.
hairball. It's about this big. It's in my desk drawer.
Oh, really?
It's clean. Like it was after it was like shepherd, but I just like that's pretty. It was so big.
Do you have to keep cleaning it?
No.
Do you have to wash the hairball?
Nothing. It's just been in a secure place for 3 years.
Is it in the bag?
Is it in a Ziploc bag?
No, it's just like you open my drawer and it's just right there.
Have you smelled it?
No, I mean it should smell alright.
Yeah.
It's been washed. I want to keep it dirty.
Dude,
you haven't washed it for 3 years.
I've got an idea.
But it hasn't been like nothing's happened to it.
I've got an idea. Let's put it up for eBay. All right, and let's see.
I'm a bit attached to it though.
Oh,
I'll make a new one. Yeah, but it's a memory. It represents my time.
Yeah. Oh, so that's the survivor. That's the survivor time right there.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I can bring the hairball in. We'll put it on the desk.
All right. I'll make a new one. Imagine it was just sitting here.
Yeah, we'll name it.
Yeah, and like get a full light under it, so it glitters, you know.
I'll take it home. Strap it onto my bald head.
Oh yeah, I got a question, right?
Yeah.
Now. You
Well, did you actually finish your question before?
No, I didn't know.
Because I was ready for it to turn stupid.
So I got one here, right? So you take photos of cultures, musicians, animals, all these things. But where would you draw the line? Like,
what do you mean?
Where's the line of Jarrad Seng? Like, what would be something you would decide? I don't want to take a photo of that.
What's not Jarrad Seng?
I've got some things.
Give me some examples and I'll say yes or no. Like, I'm pretty loose, so I'll do whatever.
If I said to you, Jarrad, right now, I'll pay you, like paid gig, to just go maybe take some photos of some homeless people.
But for what reason?
Not just take photos of them. Just
take a photo.
So all right,
and give it to you, and what are you going to do with it?
Well, yeah, I'll break it down. What about homeless people without their permission?
But what I need to know what you're going to do with it.
There's nothing. That's what I'm saying. You don't.
Tough question.
If I'm paying you to do it, that's what I'm saying.
How much?
Oh, wow.
Well, there's your lie.
There it is. Okay, he takes photos of homeless people for no reason.
Without their permission. All right, the other one.
I
that's your answer.
You said how much?
I'm just teasing it out. I need to know the parameters. If it could be used for good. It could be to raise money for charity, which I've done before.
But it's all right, so what if all of a sudden I said I was the head slaughterer for seals in, say, Iceland, and we're going to be killing 1 million seals season, and I want all on the one day, and I want you to come take photos of it.
They club them too. It's gruesome.
Yeah,
to promote their business.
Yeah.
But I can't do anything with it. Like, can I use the photos myself?
Nothing. It's all everything you take.
Well,
is
that's
mine.
the line then. I won't do that.
$1 million. Ooh, not one but two eyebrows raised.
See, this is the argument. This is the argument. It's like, if it's $1 million
cash, and
this guy's going to get a photographer no matter what, isn't it a better course of action for me to take the job, use that $1 million for some advocacy, for some conservation?
Now you're dancing around it.
If I can, I mean,
need to dance around that conversation.
Okay, what if it's between me? It's like me or this other guy who just wants to do it and, loves that shit.
Yeah.
So if I say no one does it.
Okay, all right.
How do we keep making this question hard so we can't answer it?
All right, I've got another one. Would you? Yeah, I feel like I've got the.
Go.
I'm saying like you can use the money for good.
This is where
the opposite effect.
This is where it gets hard.
Like buying a fat house and a nice car with 20-inch rims.
If you were going to be a photographer, a porn photographer, if I said, listen, I need you to be a photographer because I've got a set happening.
Are you in it?
It's today.
Is this what it is? Is this a hypothetical? asking for a mate?
And this is the camera you need to use.
Brian's also in it.
I'll do that for free, man.
All right, so you would do porn. What about?
Yeah.
All right, what about animal porn? If I said I've got two donkeys that are coming in. And
what is this podcast?
Well, I just want to know where the line of Jarrad Seng is.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I feel like we're bending Jarrad's line.
Okay, well then that probably answers the next one. Human and animal porn.
That's bestiality, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's illegal.
So the one before it was just two donkeys.
Yeah.
I'll do that. That's natural.
That's
two male donkeys.
Yeah, that's just natural.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah,
it's just
I'll do that.
Okay, so it's the.
So it's a tick to animal,
but when
and a cross on human.
All right,
animal.
so we have it. That could be our title. What? Jarrad Seng draws a line at bestiality.
Yeah, Daily Mail.
But he's taking $1 million to see those seals clubbed.
Okay. Jarrad takes $1 million. Oh God.
Jarrad Seng draws a line.
That should be the name of your podcast. Jarrad Seng draws the line.
And then you could actually just put a video of you just drawing a line. Boom.
That wasn't that funny, but I thought it was good.
Oh shit! All right, so. Here's something. So, have you? This is probably a pretty serious question. Can you catch a fly with chopsticks?
Is this?
Wait, let's not go away from the fact you kind of look like Danielson.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, do I?
Kind of. Ralph Marciani.
Well,
the video we've got in the works.
Very shortly.
If you can if you can catch a fly with chopsticks, maybe you can teach him. Because
I don't know if he's ready. Just from what I've seen, doesn't have the discipline.
Nah, discipline. What a word in martial arts.
Yeah, discipline. I just don't know if you cut out for it.
All right, so
are there any serious questions?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your favourite food Chinese?
No.
All right. Also, this is something that interests me. All right, so I'm going to get serious. This is real serious. All right. Everyone obviously talks a lot about the Steve Aoki stunt. Like I've watched a lot, and you constantly get asked that. It's like it seems to be the number one thing. So, how was the Steve Aoki stunt? No, I was just joking. So you traveling around with these high-profile bands and all that stuff is it's always the stuff that gets asked. But I want to know, because your whole life has been creating content for the masses to enjoy, which you do every year. Tired of running around. Do you actually find that the constant go ever does take a toll a bit on your mental health? Like, do you have days where you're like, man, like, I just want to kind of like go and survive.
The length of that question will take a toll on his mental health.
No, because I sometimes we go, and I'm like, look, I don't get like mental health issues, but I do get times where I'm like, I just feel mentally exhausted, and I just like, I just want to like you know, I mentally say that something's got to give for me to have a break. Like there has to be something has to stop, or I need to say no to things, or you know, because you constantly can be yes, and then your plate's full. And does your plate ever get too full where you're just like, fuck?
Yeah, definitely. Like I wouldn't say there's any, you know, major mental health issues there, but definitely exhaustion and just constantly. Like sometimes I joke about it, but I'm actually honest when sometimes like I'll wake up and I actually don't know where I am, and it'll take me like 5 seconds to be like, okay, I'm in Milan. You know, just some of these touring schedules are really mental, and it takes a toll on you, and you just end up, you know, waking up each morning just not knowing where you are, not knowing like what's going on, and it's a little bit scary at times, but you know. I think that's just the price to pay for what I do and what I want to achieve. That's just going to be a part of it. Like I can easily slow down if I wasn't as ambitious. So, you know, for me, it's like, okay, I know I'm doing this to myself and slowly just eroding away, but I feel like that's what I want to do and need to do, and take all the exhaustion issues with it.
Opportunities.
Yeah, because I don't have to. Like, you know, money's not an issue. Nothing's really an issue at the moment. I could really just relax if I wanted to, but there's goals I want to achieve, so that's what it takes to get there.
It does. Yeah, just as I said, it would have been something like when I do look at some of the stuff you do and how you're you know, it's like sometimes your next project is starting before you've even finished the last 3.
Yeah. That's when it's the hardest. Like
yeah.
It's especially turned into that in the last 2 years, where I'll be on a project and then an offer will come in to be in some other part of the world, but the only way to make it happen is to not go home in between and go straight to that one. And then while I'm shooting that next one, it means I have to edit the last one while I'm on that one. So that's when it gets really muddled, and you're just up all night and you're just like, oh man.
Yeah. How do you smoke crack? Because obviously you're a mandra to stay up all night, or do you drink coffee? Like how do you ride out those long nights of editing? Because that's
I don't know, man. Like to be honest, it's really my body's slowing down majorly.
Yeah.
Are you noticing it? Like we're the same. We're the same age. Oh no, yeah, I'm 31.
I do think that overwhelming can be probably the explanation for me. Like you know, like this podcast. There's definitely like us trying to work out dates and stuff.
I'm getting better, if anything.
Ben's hitting his stride.
I sleep 6 whole days every 2 weeks though.
Yeah, I think, and it's sometimes I feel like that.
But I feel like 5 years ago, I could handle this a lot better. Yeah, I'm just thinking like age-wise, it's a lot harder for me to get up in the morning. It's a lot harder for me to do these all night. I can't really do them anymore. Yeah, unless I really have to. Yeah. Back in the day, if I just need to get something done, I'll just not go to sleep and it'd be fine. But now it's really actually quite hard for me to do that. Mm.
Yeah, well, like, do you get into gaming, or what's your? Because you're obviously always working doing these things. But
ain't got no time for games.
Well, no, but what's your like? You know, everyone has their meditation, their thing that kind of just like. I don't have to think about anything. I don't have to. I think
it's just watching movies.
Movies, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I started talk about gaming though. Yeah, I started playing Mario Kart on the Switch with Annalise.
Oh yeah.
so sometimes I'll just message her, or she'll message me. She'll be like Mario, and we'll just like put the phone on speakerphone and just play Mario Kart for like an hour. Oh yeah. But I think it's things like that, like watching a movie or watching TV, something where you can zone out. And it seems like such a minor thing, but it's such a good time to not think about anything. But it's been so long because I have so many like long-term projects as well, and there's always something hanging over my head. So like I'm just hanging out for the day when I can watch a movie and not feel guilty about it. Because I'm always thinking, oh, you know, this is cool. I'm not working, but
how much porn are you watching? Is that why you feel guilty about watching movies?
Oh yeah, sorry. Movies.
I feel dirty. Well, all right.
So I guess just movies.
So say for instance, okay, things are winding down now. You know, you're like, oh yeah, I actually want to wind down. since you've been travelled around the world and all that crazy shit, where do you see yourself finally chucking on the Gucci robe, the slides, and retiring? Where would you like to, if you could see anywhere that you would just like to live out last, I don't know, last few years of your life or whatever, retire at?
What, now or? It's only 31.
No, but I'm just saying, like, where's the most beautiful place that you find people? I know there's Rockinghams up there, but just...
Yeah, I mean, apart from Rockingham?
Yeah.
Okay, apart from Rockingham and Mandurah. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm in Fremantle now, and I'm quite enjoying that. But if I had to pick, like, an exotic location... I don't know, I just did a campaign in Maldives before. That was pretty epic. Like, I can imagine just being in a villa on the water, nothing else to do. That'd be a dream. But I don't know. I've often thought about it. You know, when you talk about retiring, it's like I like doing stuff, and if I just sat around,
keep moving,
I don't think I just wouldn't have that fulfillment. I'd just be like, all right, cool. Need to make something.
Yeah,
I'd love to just be able to, like, the dream would be to get to a point where I can just make the dumbest stuff that I want to, like that stupid fishing video we made.
Or our podcast.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'll get the
like pretty much anything with Luke. Like all the dumbest things with Luke.
Yeah, my dream life is me and you holding hands, sitting on the jetty in the Maldives.
Where would you retire?
Well, I haven't travelled much, so I haven't been Maldives. Is it Maldives or Maldives? Maldives.
I've heard more people say Maldives than Maldives, so okay, I'm going with that.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't take it for someone there.
Maldives sounds like an Australian way of saying it, which maybe it's right.
Maldives.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Maldo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually, one place I really want to go to, I think on my bucket list right now, is New Zealand. I want to go to New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah, I want to go to New Zealand.
Actually New Zealand.
Yeah, just because I love my fishing, I love my snorkeling, and I just reckon they would have some pretty cooler fishing and snorkeling and stuff down there. That's what, you know?
Yeah.
I think I'd say weed then.
Oh, that as well? No.
No.
What was I said? So we've back to Survivor. So I got something. So obviously, because people would want to know, like, we chatted about Survivor. So I know there'd be a lot of Survivor people watching. Who's your favourite Survivor player? American, Australian, New Zealand, South African.
Ooh,
of all time.
All time.
Can't really think of any
Americans.
Okay, well, going into how much have you watched? Have you watched all of it?
I watched a bit.
Do you remember Yule? The Asian guy? I haven't actually rewatched. Like, I watched that when that came out, and that would have been.
He was good.
I would have. Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
I would have been. I don't know how young I would have been. So if I watch it now, who knows? Might have a different opinion. But I just remember back then, and this is serious. Just seeing like a cool Asian guy, and he was pretty buff too.
Oh, he was.
And he was just smashing it. That was pretty cool for me, and like I guess maybe I didn't realize it as much back then. But you don't often see like a badass Asian character on TV. So like when I was little and watching that, I remember like, yeah, sick, this guy. I'm just going to go for this guy.
There's a few in Mortal Kombat.
That's true. That is true. But on TV, on like American TV.
Tokyo Drift. You say that? That was good.
Well, yeah, most movies, most TV, like the Asian dude is it some villain? Is it like a computer hacker? Nerd, gamer?
Or he's the guy off the
Or some like real weird kung fu master.
Yeah.
You know, you don't just get normal like cool. And I remember watching that.
Normal, regular Asians.
Who's just killing it and like just like is portrayed as someone that's like doing well.
He had like, it's not like he had a massive accent on him either, but he still had
no, like he's American.
Yeah.
But I love that whole season just from what I remember. That was the one where they divided it by race and it was really controversial. They had like the Asian tribe, the black tribe. It was controversial, but I liked it because like and because
definitely do that again.
it was kind of like our season because they had the 4. Like there was their alliance got down to 4 versus 10, and those 4 were the final 4. They just smashed it all the way to the end. So that's probably. I'm going to go back to you.
People think that when you get down to such a small number that you're going to get demolished on the game, but it's sometimes an advantage.
Yeah,
you just survive.
Yeah. Because you're going to have less cracks than some other big group.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's always
I should have embraced that a bit more when I was out there. Just been willing to take a couple hits just to keep the core strong. Like we were really talking about throwing challenges to get Henry out. Yeah. But then we were like, oh no, he's kind of on our side. We'll keep. Just don't risk it. Just keep.
Bloody Henry.
Bloody Henry. Fuck you, Henry. Are you allowed to swear on yours?
No, yeah.
I've sworn
that's the first word. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, who do you reckon's who's a better host, Jonathan or Jonathan? Or no? Jonathan, who's
I thought you were talking about us.
Who's that other guy?
Jeff. Who's the other guy?
Jeff. You can't make everyone happy on this.
Can't make everyone happy. Who's more likely to see this?
They're both different. What about
they're pretty different.
Chisel.
And like Jonathan says, like a lot of times, Jeff's had like 40 seasons.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was just like first season, Jonathan, it was like some of it was a bit clunky.
Yeah.
And ours maybe a little bit, but like it's looking real good. The whole production, like last season, it looks like it's just improved.
Oh,
I think the storylines,
I'm watching the latest one. Are you watching the latest one? The Idols of Idols?
Oh no, I'm talking about Australian.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, and comparing them.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm sitting there watching the American ones. I'm just.
Oh really? I haven't watched it.
It's hard to be.
I haven't watched it, but I saw a picture of the statues.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this shit? That looks so cringe and bad. Like, what has it become?
Wait.
Well,
I'm going to take a piss, eh?
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, go chuck a piss.
Crow's going to be back.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Crow needs to go do a big turn, you reckon?
Yeah, it's number 2, isn't it?
That's, definitely number 2.
It's number 2, all right.
Trust me, you can see it in his face. I can read his eyes. It wouldn't be that urgent. I can read the crow's eyes.
Himself. Anyway, so what's the worst thing about him?
He's such a loser. Just joking.
I can't. I wish it was just you. And it's like it's made it a bit weird having him here, but whatever. See, this is a test to see if he rewatches.
Yeah.
He probably does it. He probably does it. He will never know.
Definitely that last clip. He's going to fast forward it.
Just to that one. Bit.
Once he gets past all the YouTube ads. Man, I think I got another one. So, what's next for Jarrad Seng? Like, you got Christmas coming up. You did the 2 Christmas. Just throwing it out there. You did the Christmas carols, you've taken naked photos with the models with the camera as your dick. You've scared little kids.
Where's Christmas carols come from?
Some sort of Asian Grinch in the box, and so yeah, you've pretty much like surely there'd be.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like I wanted to start this tradition of doing a stupid Christmas shoot / turn that into cards every year. So it only started 2 years ago. I've done it twice. So I was thinking, and I always leave it last minute.
Yeah, it's time, eh?
Yeah, you'll know. Last year I probably told you on Christmas Eve, and I was like, hey, I'm going to shoot. Are you free?
Yeah.
I've got an idea. I just thought of it on the way over, actually. So I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, all right.
Talk to you about it after. Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know. Just gotta. I mean, it's just fun. Like doing these stupid videos, like the fishing one, like this Christmas one.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, but nothing's on it.
Oh,
or just
really?
like actual work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You should.
I don't have like a stupid one.
Dude, you've got like when you look at all your videos, you've got that hell funny one of Mark where you're like, I think that might have been only a story or something.
Yeah.
Where wrestling one, bro, that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Like it is.
Like they're all.
If you talk
skits,
about
bro.
what I actually love doing, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just making, and it's what I did all through like high school, and that's kind of like what was my thing. What got me through was, that was like my hobby back then, which is making really dumb videos with my mates. And it's quite funny that Oh shit.
Look,
Anyway.
Do you know I'm going to be filming some show for All Stars?
Oh yeah, you make like 10 play thing.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a 10 play. I
was gonna move.
Yeah, we can brush on it. Yeah, why not? It's been advertised.
Has it?
Well, yeah, it's been.
Oh, yeah, that's probably where I read it. That's probably where I read it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been advertised. So, like, I don't know exactly all the details about it, but I get to, I've got my own little show.
So what happened? So is it like a Bachelor recap kind of thing? Like you just on a couch talking about it with clips?
Gauging is, I guess I'll watch the episodes and I'll have a chat about
commentary about it. Yeah,
you know, should be
Is
cool.
it just you?
Not too sure yet. It hasn't been finalised. But, I get to host a show and have some type of input with All Stars, which is sick.
They won the crown there?
Huh? Oh, you never know.
Naked Asian?
The Crow, the Asian and Toki. The Crow and the Asian, that'd be good.
That's a catchy name, Crow and the Asian.
I might have to, I'll talk to some people.
Does that make it Crow Asian?
Can we be like the sideshow of your sideshow?
Yeah, well, that's
so we'll commentate his one.
Yes.
Oh,
the way Luke analysed that, no good.
That would be so funny. Like
shit joke. We'll have like a joker meter.
I'm trying not to duck out for a piss if we're doing it.
Like, it legit hasn't moved the needle. Like the whole show. Oh, look, nearly Jerry's like, oh no.
You can have one
just
of those,
holding it.
There's one of those worm things like the audience response. But it's just me and you. So we'll just be like thumbs down. Just
press the button and then the crowd boos.
Well, I just leave it on there.
If you want to pitch any of these to Channel 10.
Look, when I go over and I have a chat to him, I will
just say you know a Crow and an Asian.
and I'll see what I can do. See if I can get you boys on the couch.
Well, I know he's busy, but I've got a fair bit of time.
I'll Skype in. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll call you while I'm on there. I'll be like, I need to know. I need to get a second opinion.
And then you'll have to call me to do our show as well.
Yeah. Okay. Running into some logistics.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna bail, all right? If that's cool, I know we didn't get off to a great start. But,
I mean, it's good while it lasted.
Look, even Brian's trying to get a job out of it.
He said too much today.
Well, I think that was pretty much it, bro. Unless you wanna say something else. I think that's pretty much it. I think I've covered most stuff. I didn't want to break too much.
Show me that. I want to see. Did you actually write down all this shit?
All these jokes.
Actually, I'll finish with one more.
I love this. I love your everyone has a line. What is it? It's just a list. Imagine if like you just left this on the table and someone just saw the list and not before it, and it just says homeless people without their permission, porn, animal porn, human and animal porn. I like how you to write them down as well, as if you couldn't remember porn, animal porn.
Yeah, well,
do you write separate porns?
Yeah, of course. Well, it's going to slip my mind because it's not like.
Sorry.
No, and I'll finish with one more question. All right.
Make it a good one.
Yeah, one more question.
Big one. Big finish.
All right, big finish.
Big finish.
All right.
It's gonna be shit.
Have you ever been taught how to kill a man with an eagle's claw?
Is that on?
Yeah. Just
is that? I don't know that. Is that a reference? I don't know that one.
Well, it's just.
Is this a chopsticks thing?
It's
again?
like a Chinese type of way you can kill someone.
Never been taught because I am the master.
He does the teaching.
As you know.
The Asian becomes the Crow.
Oh.
Joke.
Yeah, I think that's a wrap. Episode 9 done and dusted. My boy Jarrad has travelled down, and I appreciate it coming down and finally getting
getting it done. Cheers for coming in.
Thanks, man.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, what are you doing?
All right, go. All right, here we
1,
go.
2, 3.
Boom.
Oh, you mate.
Why'd you have to click? You knew that we had to keep it simple. You had
Go.
Right, are we clicking or not?
I'm waiting for my turn.
Okay, we're going to click.
Let's always just do a click, and then we'll go. Boom.
Click Instagram.
Little Russell.
Clan's down.
yeah,
I'll just take a normal handshake if that's okay. Thanks.
I forgot the click.
Oh no, just no backflips here.
All right, that's episode 9, boy. Where can everyone find you, Jarrad? Where if people want to look you up?
Yeah, what's your website?
My address is.
How do they find you? Go to your local Chinese store.
Chinese store, massage parlor. Just call your Uber.
What's your photography website? Address.
JarradSeng.com.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Jarrad Seng, SENG.
Let's not complicate
And
it.
Jarrad JARRAD, which you always spell wrong.
I always thought it was JY.
Yeah, I know. You put that on your Instagram story. And I know where you get that photo from now, by the way. I remember. It's from Wikipedia. Did you go on my Wikipedia page?
I didn't know you had a Wikipedia. It's crazy.
Oh, so we can find you on Wikipedia as well.
You can. It's a little bit strange.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Someone has made
detailed.
it for me, but it's really detailed.
Yeah, it's really detailed. There's like they know a lot.
So it kind of looks like I made it myself.
We should make one.
I swear I did.
Oh, you've got one too, haven't you?
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
I'm going to make my own.
Just make it.
Oh, do I?
I don't know what the approval process is, but
Oh, do you make it? You got your finger in a lot of pie, Brian.
So jarradseng.com.
Yeah.
That's where you'll see some of your prints that I'll be talking about, how amazing and some of the work you've done and the countries you've travelled and some of that stuff. Because that's the thing that if they haven't gone and checked you out, that's where they need to go find you and go buy a print.
sick.
See?
Thanks, man.
Selling your stuff. And what about Instagram? Where are you at on there? What's your name there?
Jarrad Seng. Same.
All right, so what about your
What
about your email address?
It's a newly made hello at jarradseng.com.
What about your Twitter?
Kung Fu Master 88.
Kung Fu Master. You better hear first. Kung Fu Master on Twitter. I put my money against Jarrad Seng and he's tricking us, mate. Thanks for coming on, brother. That's it. Boom.
Peace.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, rate and review. Oh, shit, bros.
Oh, this is shit. We always forget this stuff.
Subscribe.
Find us on Instagram, YouTube, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Acast,
And my upcoming website.
anywhere you can find a podcast, and we're on there. Get on there. Also, we've got these new T-shirts.
Yeah, Toki in the Crow, baby. You didn't notice?
They're pretty dope. You might, do pretty well with the ladies if you could put one of these on. So get online, purchase, and have a fat time.
All right. See you later.
Accidentally cactus, screaming at the top of my chops, karate chopping pots, potting up a couple of crops. I think I've lost the plot. I sink a lot of shots, shooting savants. I don't know what's happening now, let alone in a month. A loaded gun couldn't cut me down. I cut the mustard and muster up the hounds. I'm hounding to let them out. Outing's got that canine cloud your judgment with the way rhymes spout. Keep it 100, I'ma make mine count.
Your head nod, I got your head nod, head nod. I'm deadly when I pull the pin out. I got your head nod, I got your head nod, head nod. I'm deadly when I pull the pin out. I got your head nod, got your head nod, head nod, head nod, head nod, head nod. Pull the pin, pull the pin, pull the pin, pull the pin out.